God, douche. Joey Moss with Bad Boy MTG. Thanks for tuning in, my ninjas. I appreciate it. We're going to be talking about Modern Horizons 2. All the spoilers. And I have not been on top of this because of other things I've been doing this week. And one of those was the Walmart Mtg Cubes. I mean, when I got wind that you can spend $35 at a Walmart for a little cube, you guarantee a commander deck, but there's a chance, and apparently a good chance, because a lot of people are opening these, you can pull a $100 deck, a $150 deck, a $200, a $265 deck. It's madness. I ran out, and I spent like the entire day. Took an entire day, went to 14 Walmarts, 300 miles traveled, 10 hours roughly. We got some cubes, baby. Believe that. And I'm giving one away for sure. One to a patron and one to a subscriber. You got to go back a video. I'll leave it at the end of this. But that's a whole other story. Crazy adventure video. You got to check that video out. Let's get up into this. So let's just start things off. I'm just going to pass everything on the top because you guys probably have been looking at it already. Here we go. We're at Archfiend of Sorrows. Sweet. I'm not going to go over everything. Mostly the rares, and then you can read whatever's up on here. I like General Ferris, Rock Oric. 3-drop Boros, colors, human soldier. Hexproof from monocolored. Hexproof's a big deal, man. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 4/4 red and white golem artifact creature token. That's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a 3/1, man. That's legit. You can just make an army of golem artifact creature tokens. It's not the best thing in the world, but you can really abuse that. I mean, it's very simple, cut and dry what you do there. I like it. Rockerick, I like your name too. This art right here is beautiful. I like this. This is one card I want to get in foil. I really like the art here. It just pops. That insect pops to me. It's like, boom. I really like that. Legendary artifact creature, insect, modular 1. If a modular triggered ability would put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. Fly. For 1 red, destroy target artifact you control. Sure. Sometimes there's a reason you want to destroy an artifact you control. And then for, even just to get into the graveyard too, and maybe like redo whatever the ability was when it triggers, when it enters the battlefield, whatever the case may be, or it's hurting you in some way, get rid of it. Glimmer Wasp gains flying until end of turn, 0/0. Okay, not bad. It's a 1-drop, it's legit. Scion of Draco. This thing's bad in a good way. When we say bad, we mean good, right? Like good boy gaming is what we do around here. Take a look at frickin' Draco. Artifact, creature, dragon. I already love them. My favorite creature type has to be dragons. I mean, angels are up there, but I love dragons. That's a 12-drop, man. Draco. Draco's back. Domain. The spell costs 2 to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. Flying. Each creature you control has vigilance if it's white, hexproof if it's blue, lifelink if it's black. First strike if it's red, and trample if it's green. That's a lot of power, Liliana. Wouldn't you agree? Where are you at, Lily? There you are. Sorry. That's really good. That means like turn 2, if you're running fetches, you go and fetch out both your, I don't know, whatever it is, dual lands. Go fetch them out. Sweet. Smack them on the battlefield. By turn 2, I'm pretty certain you can play this, if that's the case. Yeah. Yeah. Turn 2, yeah, with basics of -8. If you have 2 duels out, turn 2, then the 2, maybe turn 3. That seems really sick. And his ability, each creature you control has the vigilance, white hexproof. You throw down some big other nasty creatures, like some dragons and whatnot. Legendary dragons. Anything with 5-color mana symbols. You're going to have a problem for your opponent. Because you're going to have a creature with lifelink, hexproof, trample, first strike. Oh my god, and Vigilance. That seems extremely good. You would want that. I love this dragon. This art right here is cool too. I love it. Draco's going to be a force to be reckoned with. That seems almost too good. Could you imagine something like that in Standard? Get out of here. Terramorph, 4 drop, search library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle. Rebound, I like that. You can play it again. Jade Avenger, Bushido 2. Man, I am really, really impressed. I think Modern Horizons was one of the best products Magic or Wizards of the Coast came out with in a very long time. And I'll tell you why. One, you're catering to a specific format. I mean, you're doing it with Commander already, you know. It's like once you saw the success at Modern Horizons, I remember saying, like, give us a Commander box like 2 years ago. Give us our own give us a specific box for Commander. Why not? What's wrong with that? And then they finally did. A lot of people were saying that. And Wizards finally did. That was after they did the Modern Horizons. So now we have a Modern Horizons 2. The really cool thing about this set and why I'm so impressed with this set. One, it's definitely better than Modern Horizons 1. But don't count out those cards from Modern Horizons 1. But the big sale is you have so many different abilities from all Magic in here. You have so many different creature types, creatures alone. It's extremely open. It's not for a new player. If you're a new player, stay the hell away from Modern Horizons 2, because this will intimidate you. Even my last spoiler video, I got like a couple things wrong. Shows how much I've been playing my Modern lately. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I used to play in the card stores, you know, and MTGO. But anyway, back to topic. This is overwhelming for a new player, but for an older player, man, this is cool. Out of Time, Back to the Future documentary on YouTube, really good. Highly recommend it. This is really good for an advanced player, or definitely someone who plays Modern. It's also great for, you know, even a Commander player, because a lot of these cards are powerful. It's not a standard set where, you know, things got to be, you know, nerfed down and you only get a few powerful cards, you know, and then half of those powerful cards get banned. No. This is, hey, you guys want some sweet cards? How about we reprint some cool ones? How about we give you some new ones all together? And what is this? 99% of this is not legal in Standard. Like, I don't think any of these cards are legal in Standard unless it's printed in Standard right now. It's not legal in Standard. So yeah, I don't think any of these cards are legal right now in Standard. You got Bushido too. I mean, you got abilities from all over Magic in this. And that makes it just so cool. This is the new sketch cards. What was this? Suspend? Which one is this? I just saw it a minute ago. Dress Down. Sorry. This is Dress Down. This blue card right up here. But they're doing this new thing with sketch. I like it also. They're doing so many cool things, and I love it. With the different borders, different kind of art. You know how they did, people don't talk about this, but you know how they did the mystery boxes? Do you know why they did the mystery boxes? It was to gauge your interest. It was just a study. It was a study. What do you guys want to see? What do you like? What do you think's cool? What kind of frame? How many people are interested in this? A lot of thought went into that mystery box. That mystery box was a crapshoot for them. They're like, let's see if they like this. Or maybe they'll like this. Let's throw this out there. And that's what they did. They were gauging your interest in a product. And mystery box was not the goal. The goal was to collect information from mystery booster boxes. I don't believe anyone's talked about this. But that was the ultimate goal. And now we're seeing the results of that in products that have followed that set. People want different kind of artwork. People want the older frames back. Oh, this is cool. Jund, you got yourself a hierarch, pal. You seeing this, guys? He's exalted. He's an exalted hierarch. That's sweet. That's going to see a heck ton of play on Jund builds, without a doubt. Liquid metal torture. They really gave us a sample, and we said yes, please may I have some more when they did the mystery boxes, and even some other products. You know, they were testing stuff out, seeing if we would like it, if we could adapt to it, if we would enjoy it. This sketch art's really cool. People are like, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of the sketch, the new sketch stuff? I think it's cool. I like the black and white. I do. I'm glad they didn't make the entire card black and white, and they stuck to just inside the frame there for the art. Really, really neat. What is this? Lotus Cryptozoologist. Some of these we're gonna read. Mirari's Wake, though, that's a cool reprint. Cool art, too. I was not a fan of the original Mirari's Wake art. It's right down here on the left. We'll get to in 1 second, but this one's really nice. Real nice, Clark. Cryptozoologists. Snake Elf Scout. You don't see that every day. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. That's cool. Tap, sacrifice X clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library. You may put a non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield under your control. That player puts the rest in the bottom of their library in a random order. Wow. That's a pretty nasty Snake Elf Scout. It's legendary, too. You can have this be your commander. Sure. That's legit. A freaking Snake Elf Scout. So what's your mother? Is your mother a snake? Okay. Upheaval. Return all permanents to their owner's hands. Talk about just resetting the entire game. That's all permanents. Not non-land. That's all permanents. All permanents, man. That's pretty disgusting. That's pretty brutal. I like that. Mirari's Wake. There's the art. The old art. Flame Rift. Harmonic Prodigy. 2-drop Prowess. Human Wizard. Man, there's powerful freaking spells. I pre-ordered a box, by the way, like 2 weeks ago for, I wonder if I got a good deal. It was like $360. I don't know what prices are going for now. I'm sure we'll take a look at the end of this, but $360. Did you guys pre-order? I hope you did. I'm sure they're over $400 now, or like $380 or something. Like, they got to be up there in price. I looked a week ago, to be fair. I looked a week ago, and the price was up a little bit. But now we get all these spoilers. I would imagine the price is up to like $420. Harmonic Prodigy. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers additional time. Wow. Focused musician wizard. I like that. That's a good card. It's a great way to stay in shape too. I've been getting exercise lately. Yes, I know. My hair's crazy though. I love the sketch art. I really do. I'm a big fan. Just throwing it out there, guys. Just throwing it out there. Orchard Strider with World Weary, Landscaper Kolos, and Graceful Restoration. But yeah, mystery boxes was a big test, man. Just to reiterate one more time, it was a big test. What would appeal to us, and now, yeah, we are seeing the results. So there you go. Mental Journey, Battle Plan, Constable of the Realm. There you go. Just like Battle Bond. Battle Bond was really like the first commander, specific box product. Battle Bond. Then we have Commander Legends come out. They could have called it, well, it was a big test. you know. Battlebound was a big test, and it went well. That was like really technically the first Commander booster box we had, specifically just made for Commander. And it was a success. And man, boxes are probably like $220 now. I remember when they were $120, $115. Yeah, that was good times. Great time to be alive. Jumpstart was interesting as well, without a doubt. Constable of the Realm. There you go. We'll skip down here. Got a dragon. Oh, Llanowar Tribe. Already got the reprint. Go figure. Go figure. So if you get this frame, then you get the old symbol. That's Modern Horizons OG. We have Pyru the Volatile. Flying and lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Pyru the Volatile. Unless you pay one of each of these colors. When Pyru dies, it deals 7 damage to each non-legendary creature. Wow. He has lifelink. Are you going to get that lifelink? Probably got to be in combat, right? I don't think so. No, he's dealing that damage. It deals. So wouldn't you get you'd get the lifelink trigger off that? I think. It's dead. Wow, you still got to pay the 3 though. This is such a cool Elder Dragon. I mean, this is like more powerful than the Elder Dragons, from back in the day. I wish they would have had some stuff like this in that first, in the first Legend set when they first put in the Elder Dragons. I'm not knocking on it. I mean, I got the OG dragons from Legends. Cherish them. They're amazing. But man, this is well done. This is well done. They had stuff really similar to this. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was really similar. Quirion Ranger, Seal of Cleansing. We're getting to a Black Lotus soon here, which is redunculous. Gaia's Will. We already went over a bunch of these. Soul Snare is legit. Vectus Gloves. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and his artifact Landwalk equipped to. Flay Essence. Okay, we're just going over cards we already saw kind of here. But we get to see all the art is the important part, I believe, here. Obsidian Sharma. I love that they have so many dragons in here. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each land your opponents control that could produce colorless or devoid. They don't call it devoid anymore, do they? Flying. When Obsidian Sharma enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land opponent controls. You can almost guarantee your opponent's going to have a non-basic land. Unless they're running monocolored. But even if they're running monocolored, they're probably going to have a non-basic land. Not bad. I mean, that's slow, but not bad. It's called bonus kits for each land your opponent controls. That could, okay. I mean, if you're up against Tron, this thing could cost you 2. You could play this turn 2. Well, not turn 2 exactly. Yeah, you'd have to wait, unless you had ramp. Arcbound Whelp. Fire breathing with modular 2. This creature enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. When it dies, you may put its +1/+1 counters on target artifact creature. And Calibrated Blasts. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. Put the revealed card on the bottom of your library in a random order when you reveal a non-land card this way. Calibrated Blast deals damage equal to that card's mana value to any target. That can be powerful. That's really good. Flashback. That's what makes it good. The flashback cost, really. Play it again. Anytime you can reuse a spell, man, if you can like recycle a spell, it's great. 1 drop, Kitty Cat, modular 1, and lifelink. That's cool. Bone Shards, a Rift Sour. Wow. Imperial Recruiter, really? Imperial Recruiter with new art as well. The price on that is going to go, but it's going to come back up. Imperial Recruiter was like, what, an $80 to $100 card. Got the reprint, dropped down to like 20 for a while, and then 30, and then it went up to 40. Reprinting it again. I like that they gave it some new art, though. And that new art looks good. Wow, first sliver. The first sliver. I remember purchasing the first sliver for, I think it was $4, $4.50, $4.60 each copy. Craziness, man. How many did I buy? 4 or 8? Something like that. I think maybe 4. But just ridiculous. And then the price jumped to like 35. Now it's probably down to like 25 or something. Now that it announced a reprint, though. But this is not just a reprint. If it's only coming in this frame, yeah, it's a reprint, but it's a different border, you know? So the price might not drop too much on the original first sliver. Something to think about. Mishra's Factory. Wow. Got some power there. Becomes a 2/2 assembly worker artifact creature until end of turn. It's still a land. Guys, it's still a land. Epic card. It's been around forever. Who could tell me what set that's from? What's the original set from? Seeing a Mishra's Factory Extended Arc. I never thought I'd see that day. Ever. There's Out of Time. Sweep the Skies. Mystic Redaction. Let's leave it here for a second. I'm so glad to see a product like this. It's expensive, yes, but that's what happens when you put a bunch of really, really good cards into one box. You're going to have high prices. Why doesn't Wizards just charge like $100 like a standard set product, Joey Moss? Well, Ryan, the reason for that is because, one, there would be lines outside of stores everywhere in the world. People would buy it up. The price would get jacked up. People would hoard them. People would like freaking jump the price to like where it's at now, $400. You know, the collector boxes at least. That's what would happen. So Wizards just lose out on money. That's what would happen if they had the price really low. Here's some cool new art. Were they lands? Artifact lands. Artifact lands. These aren't reprints, are they? I don't think so. I think, yeah, these are new to me. Indestructible artifact lands. Oh my god. And there's a battlefield tap though. No, you cannot blow up my land. What the heck are you? As Morin Omar did Kada Istinakuldakar. It's my first time ever pronouncing that. I think I did a pretty freaking bang up job. What are you about though? As long as you've discarded a card this turn, you may pay one or the other, red or black, to cast this spell. It's a 3/3. When we're gonna call you Car. Cool. We're going to call you Car. Enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a card named the Underworld Cookbook. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Sacrifice 2 foods. See? They're using all the abilities in Magic, or all the mechanics, you know, in this one set, which just makes it so freaking cool. I saw food tokens. I'm just like, yeah, it's neat. That's cool. Very different kind of card. I mean, the name is something out of this world. And the fact that you're looking for the Underworld Cookbook, and there it is. We're going to find out what it is. What is the Underworld Cookbook? Discard a card, create a food token. For 4, sacrifice the Underworld Cookbook. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So you discard, okay, it's a great way to just, yeah, this is what this color wants to do. So sacrifice the Underworld Cookbook. Return creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can bring back, you know, if it's a really important card, you can bring it back. Get a food token every time you discard. I mean, this is going to slot into so many decks, you know, anything that like really loves discard or interaction with the graveyard, you know. Creating a food token, that is sweet. Food is going to do a lot. It really will. Food's going to be doing a lot. Got to do Planeswalker for that sweet arse. We have Grist the Hunger Tide. Grist the Hunger Tide. What are you about, bro? As long as Grist the Hunger Tide isn't on the battlefield, it's a 1/1 insect creature in addition to its other types. I get it. So like a Cascade kind of effect. Well, even Cascade wouldn't matter. What's the one? Oh my god, why can't I think of it? No brain farts today, Joey. You were doing good. The 4-drop. Collected Company. Oh my god, Coco. Coco, this would hit, Coco would hit this. Just with that static ability. That static ability makes it cool. +1, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token. Then mill a card. If an insect card was milled this way, put a loyalty counter on Grist and repeat this process. Okay, so like every turn you can basically almost, get a 1/1 out there. No, you do it every turn you do. You get a steady flow, so it's going to be kind of tough to kill this thing. -2, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker. We have no problem sacrificing a creature, bro. We're making insects all freaking day. All right. And then -5, each opponent loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Each opponent. I mean, it's kind of a weak one, though. But it's only -5 to do that. I mean, you can easily drain everyone for like 5 or 6, or whatever the case may be. Okay. I do like this art over here, though. This is something new, so they just got real sloppy and a child scribbled on this, and I think it is beautiful. I like different things. I like seeing Wizards take a chance with something different, because you never know what's going to stick. But this art I really like. This one I definitely want in foil. This Planeswalker, 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 6. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just there. It's okay. It's okay. It's 3-drop, which is pretty important. Glimpse of Tomorrow. Let's spend 3. I'm sure you guys already read that one. Monoskelion. Whoa, did they really? They did the whole card. Wizards, you sick puppies. They did the whole card in black and white. Unless this is just, an image taken from someone who spoiled the card and they only had a black and white computer. Hey, guys, that could happen, No, that's got to be in black and white. Flying Haste, Madness for 1. Man, they brought Madness back. It's like every single mechanic. Every single mechanic, baby. They brought the freaking heat. We got Torok, Dread, Cantor. Now this thing looks good. It's got Kicker for 2 black. It's only 2 to cast. Kicker 2 black. Protection from white. Whenever an opponent discards a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Torok, Dread Cantor. So this is like him to Torok throwback kind of, When Torok enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target opponent discards 2 cards at random. Oh, man. Your opponents are going to be out of freaking cards. You know who he looks like a little bit in this picture right? This is exactly who he looks like. That's him. I love it. You know who this is? There's a new movie on Netflix. I just watched it like 3 nights ago. It's like a zombie movie. So cool. So freaking cool. Everyone that watched it with me said the same thing. They're like, man, I didn't think it would be this good. But it's good. Like, it's really good. It ended up being a really, really cool movie. A lot of blood and guts and gore, if you're into that. It's really good. But this looks just like that guy. You guys gotta check it out. It's one of the top movies on Netflix right now. Really good zombie movie. Maybe called Army of the Dead or Zombie Army. It's a really basic, plain title, but man, is it good. Okay, just definitely let me know if you've seen it, and if you haven't, watch it. This is a cool card. I want it just because of that. That's how much I enjoyed the movie. All right, then we got Tribute Mage, Soul Herder. Sure, bring him back. That art, man, that is some creepy stuff. Is he wearing a cape? Is his head the sun? I love it. This card's a classic always. Karth the Lion. We have Karth. Whenever Karth the Lion enters the battlefield or a planeswalker you control dies, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal a planeswalker card from among them. and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Planeswalker loyalty abilities you activate cost an additional +1 to activate. Is that what it says? -1? It's hard to make that out. Yeah, I think it says -1. Let's see what we got. If it says over on this one. It looks like the +1. Cost additional +1. Okay. I think it says +1, right? Should we make that out? Arcbound, it's a different kind of card for sure. It goes into your hand though. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. I mean, it's kind of a little better than good. We got Arcbound Shikari. Arcbound Shikari over here. I'm just looking at the art. Like, I'm blown away. I haven't checked out any of these yet down this far. So this is all new to me. First strike at modular 2. When enters the battlefield. We're going to call it Shakira. When Shakira enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other artifact creature you control. Okay. If you've made it this far into the video, I just want you to tell me that you love me. Because I love you. That's it, if you made it this far. Verdant Command, and like the video. That helps a lot, if you don't mind. I appreciate it, guys. If you say you love me, but you don't like me, you're sick in the head. You're sick in the head. Or you could say that. If you love me, but you don't like me, then you're sick in the head. Verdant Command. Choose 2. Target player creates 2 tapped 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Counter target loyalty ability of a planeswalker. Exile target card from a graveyard. Target player gains 3 life. Verdant Command. We all like commands. That's a decent command right there. 2 tap squirrels. Squirrels are back, baby. And they are so shiny. I really like squirrels. We have squirrels, guys. Are you ready? We're about to get into some squirrels. Subtlety. Okay, this looks sick. Elemental Incarnation. That's a big boy. It looks like a big boy. 4-drop. It's a 3/3 flash and flying. When Subtlety enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target creature spell or planeswalker spell its owner puts on the top or bottom of their library. And it has the evoke cost. I was wrong about the evoke thing. I thought it said convoke. My mind played tricks on me. I don't know why. I read it all wrong. Exile a blue card from your hand. So you can exile a blue card from your hand and then play this card. That's nuts. I think that's like too good though. I think evoke is like one of the most bust. Well, then again, if you are exiling one of your cards, you're getting rid of a card. It's going into exile, unless there's ways to bring back cards from exile. But I don't think there is. Is there any way to bring a card back from exile? Other than like blowing up an enchantment that has exiled a permanent. Is there a way to bring it back from exile? There's got to be something. There's got to be something. But this is a good card. This is going to see play. A lot of play. A very lot of play. And, man, they're doing a fantastic job of the extended art versions here. The best thing you want to do with this, obviously, is, like, flicker it. Bounce that baby. Bounce that baby. Right? Chance encounter, 4-drop. Whenever you win a coin flip, put a luck counter on chance encounter. At the beginning of your upkeep, if chance encounter has 10 or more luck counters on it, you win the game. Don't count on that happening. The cool thing with this, you make an entire deck around coin flips. Every card in your deck is flipping a coin. I don't know if there's enough to even do that like with a command. There's probably not enough to make a whole commander deck based around coin flips. But we're probably getting there. You know, we're probably getting really freaking close. That'd be cool. Could this be legal in Commander? I don't see why not. Yeah. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you just get 10 or more luck counters on it, you win the game. And there's ways to even double counters on cards like this. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I mean, there's a chance it might, but, you know, that's a cool card. We have, look at that. I love it. Look at the I want one of those squirrels. Underworld Hermit, we got, enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens equal to your devotion to black. 3/3. That's cool. Shatterstorm. Create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Storm. Copy the spell for each spell cast before it. That is dirty. Oh, man. Karth One Eye. We got Karth Standarsh. Karth One Eye. 5-drop. Legendary creature. Human wizard. Tap. Choose a card name that hasn't been chosen from among Disenchant, Brain Geyser, Terror, Shivan Dragon, Regrowth, and Black Lotus. Create a copy of the card with the chosen name. You may cast the copy. Mood. A powerful, quirky, curious man. That's all you had to say about this guy. This seems to be extremely good. We have Black Lotus on a card. Shivan Dragon. Brain Geyser. Some very powerful spells there. Flex card. And the best part about this is you can freaking flicker. Cool. So let's say you used up your Black Lotus or whatever. I mean, I don't know. An extra 3 mana is pretty good, right? Right? Even at the point that you cast this. The earliest you're going to get this thing out, maybe like turn 4, maybe. Turn 3 if you're... No, turn 4. Turn 4. Usually turn 3, turn 4. I'm sure there's ways, you know, some craziness could happen. You get it out sooner. Let's just be basic and say turn 5. Turn 5, 3 extra mana, you're at 8. With a Black Lotus. It's not bad. And there's stuff that could even double the triggers off that Lotus, you know? Then you get 6 mana. It's nuts. Let's say you use it up. You just destroy one of their enchantments. You use the Black Lotus. You drop a Shivan Dragon. You don't really care for the other stuff. So you're like, okay. Well, I'm just going to bounce him. Boop, boop. Right back down you go. Resets. Do it all over again. I like it. That's a good card. Karth. Abundant Harvest. Cool. Sylvan Anthem. Green creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever a green creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. That's good. It's got Yavimaya on it. The harsher the winter, the more glorious the spring. I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The art is gorgeous. This art, the sketch on this one I really don't care for, but this I like. Abundant Harvest sketch. That one's fun. Eula, queen among bears, getting reprinted, modern horizons too. With the old frame border. This was a pretty cool bear. Still is. Then we have ourselves Progenitor Ooze. Legendary creature Ooze Storm. When you cast this spell, you get a Storm off. Copy it for each spell cast before this turn. Copies become tokens. Ooze isn't legendary if it's a token. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other ooze you control. I'm glad they didn't repeat all this down here. You notice that? Usually they would, but they didn't do it this time. That's cool. That's a fun card, man. Oozes are a thing, guys. Storm built in. Oh my god. Storm makes me sick. We got the Oyula back. Oh boy, we got Chatterfang coming up. Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. Gain control of target spell. That target's only a single permanent or player. Copy it, then reselect the target at random for the spell and the copy. The new targets can't be you or a permanent you control. That's cool, man. It's like you're not going to do that. Here, eat the badness. Eat what you just did. Reap what you sow. Zabaz, the Glimmerwisp, I think we already covered that. Kitchen Imp. Shatterfang, what are you doing, bro? Wizards, what are you doing, man? I love it. I gotta get it in foil, baby. I gotta get this one in foil, too. Oh, my God. Everyone loves squirrels. Everyone does, right? Squirrels started out like as a very memeish deck, but now it looks like we have a legendary squirrel that's going to be everyone's commander. It's if you're running squirrels. Not only that, but 2 colors. You got green and black. Watch out, man. Watch out. That's dangerous. And he's a general. He's a general. I didn't like Command and Conquer generals. I stopped playing Command and Conquer when that happened. Shatterfang Squirrel General, Forest Walk. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus that many 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens are created instead. It's got black. Sacrifice X squirrels. Target creature gets +X, -X until end of turn. This is a dirty card. And it can kill the biggest Eldrazi out there because of the -X. 15 squirrels get you Emrakul. 15 squirrels get you Emrakul. Bring out your dead. Right? That's a cool squirrel, man. That's going to be like a $50 squirrel. Yeah, probably more than that. Holy crap. Priest of Fell Rites. What you got there, Fell Rites? This one almost looks like someone just went, you know? Human Warlock. Pay 3 life, sacrifice Priest of Fell Rites. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. It's got Unearth for 5. Okay. Oh, other squirrels. Get +1/+1. Oh, look, squirrel. You see that ADHD right there? Squirrel. 2-drop. Other squirrels you control get +1/+1. That's a good squirrel lord, man. Squirrels are going to be competitive in frickin' Commander for sure. In Modern, maybe. They might do something. I don't know. There's Grist again. This priest is pretty legit. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's stupid good. He's only a 2-drop. She? Yeah, she has some nice legs. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. That is really good. That's going to be one of the better rares. It'll be okay. It's up there. It's okay. It's good. She's not that good. Not one of the better rares. Mediocre. Patriarch's Bidding. Each player chooses a creature type. Each player returns all creature cards of a type chosen this way from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's sick and tribal. That is sick and tribal. Oh my goodness. Sword of Hearthenhelm. I'll be the judge of this. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from green and from white. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target creature you own. Then search your library for a basic land card. Put both cards onto the battlefield under your control and shuffle. There's already a card that does some of this with the land part, but it doesn't do all the other stuff. This is a pretty good sword. I would give this sword like a B+, man. Yeah, I give this sword like a B+. It's legit. Equipped for 2. It's just like the other swords, similar. I mean, some of the other swords are better. The first big wave of high pricey swords, but this one's better than the other swords that we've seen from the first Modern Horizons. I did spec on one of those. I think I bought like 4 copies of one when it was like $8. Probably grown a little bit in price, but those swords were kind of weak in that one. You gotta call a spade a spade. Rise and Shine's a 2-drop. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature. Put 4 +1/+1 counters on each artifact that becomes a creature this way. That's cool. Overload for 6. We'll see ya. This card's gonna see a lot of play. Void Mirror. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no colored mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. I saw you looking at Lily. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no colored mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. That's good. Sideboard card for sure. Smack this card into any sideboard to deal with... Well, I guess if they were running like some basic lands or like even a basic land, you know, if they use... if they play Karn, but they use a freaking island, and then there are 3 Tron lands... You know, they got through. So depending what, you know, what exactly your opponent's doing. But this could come in handy, though, especially if you could tap down your opponent's lands and then have something like this out. Now you're thinking. I like this card. That's going to be a good shutter downer. Not sure how much it's going to impact. No, it should impact Modern a lot. Late to dinner. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a food token. Wow. For 4, we are bringing back creatures now. Okay. That's not too bad. And you get a food token on top of it. Okay. I dig it. Break ties. Sure. Wonder got the reprint. Upshifted to rare. That's cool. Sword of Truth and Justice. Getting the old cool border. We got this ninja. He's so cool. He's in a different language. Get off him. Lucid Dreams is fun. This card's alright for like limited or something. Fractured Sanity. Each opponent mills 14 cards. That seems like a lot. Cycling for 2. When you cycle Fractured Sanity, each opponent mills 4 cards. This could compete with other Modern cards that other mill builds. This card is optional. You know, could swap it in there. Plus, it has this Devotion of 3 in it, and there's cards that want Devotion. It'll probably synergize well with that. There's one card in particular. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but basically you look at so many cards, and for each color symbol, for each blue mana symbol in the top 7 or whatever it is, you know, your opponent mills that many cards, something like that. And if you got stuff like this is a deck where you're going to want a card like Fractured Sanity in it, if you're running that kind of style deck. This seems like a better mill card that we've gotten in a while. That's good. Sword of Truth and Justice. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from white and from blue. This is a throwback to Modern Horizons 1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, then proliferate. Equipped for 2. This one's alright. Sarah's Emissary. Get a load of this beast. 7-drop. As Sarah's Emissary enters the battlefield, choose a card type. You and creatures you control have protection from the chosen card type. Well, don't you just frickin' like to win games, huh? Sarah's Emissary. That's hot. I mean, you're going to have to compete with other closer-outers or game winners. You know, like Grizzlebrand's a frickin' nasty one. I mean, I'd rather have Grizzle over this. But just as far as being a powerful, we're going to mess up the game, Sarah's Emissary is really good. It's going to be hard for your opponent to come back after that. Once this thing drops, yeah. Good luck, opponent. Good luck. That's a fun one. Probably like a $15 price tag when it drops. Squirrel Sanctuary. When Squirrel Sanctuary enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you may pay 1. If you do, return Squirrel Sanctuary to its owner's hand. Okay. We got Ravenous Squirrel. We got some squirrels up in here, man. Squirrel Mob. What's up? What's up, Squirrel Mob? Squirrel Mob gets +1/+1 for each other squirrel in the battlefield. Okay. If it had trample, that'd be sweet. Man, look at the teeth on that. Fairy Seer. Yes, I'd like to see the fairies. I actually like this art. It's pretty cool. Like those blue dudes. Changling, 1/1 for 1. We call it the Changeling. And that, I think, wraps it up for us, because I already did all these little spoilers from other videos. Hall of Heliad's Generosity. That's already a card. Yeah, okay, Modern Horizons. This is one card I told people is going to be a card you'd want to invest in. Because the price was so freaking cheap. I'm sure it's up now in price. Put target enchantment card from your graveyard on top of your library. It's pretty good, guys. It's pretty good. Just saying. Prismatic ending. Yeah, we covered all this already. Wow, that concludes our broadcast with that. But I want to check one thing, see if any new ones came out. No, I think we just got some new art, though. I don't think I remember seeing this one. So there you go. That's the whole freaking kit and caboodle, baby. That is the whole kit and caboodle. Cool. What are your thoughts? If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And this was done by Mtg Rocks, who actually has me blocked on Facebook. Isn't that sad? Not really. When I had like 100, 500 subscribers, I think under 1,000 basically, I would spam. Not spam, I would advertise myself, but they didn't like me because I was bad and I swore in my videos in the beginning. I swore a shit ton, I kid you not. But yeah, anyway, they're not forgiven, by the way. No, I don't blame them for what they did. They're not forgiven. No, they're forgiven because I used their page today. Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you made it this far, say MTG rocks. I'm seriously curious how many people are going to say that. How many people are going to say MTG rocks? All right, I'm Joey Moss, Bad Boy MTG. Thank you guys. Get out of here. Hit the like on your way out. Skadoosh.